morning.
Good morning. Morning. Thank you.
Okay, let's see if that works. Actually, hang on, I think we got it now. Alright. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hang on, I think we got it now. Alright. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hang on, I think. Okay, that works. Beautiful. Alrighty. So, I'll go ahead and actually decrease it a little bit here on the stream. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and get this going. And that beacon on. I don't know if the jetway's going to disconnect itself or what it's going to do. There we go. Alright, I don't think there's any... Nope, there's no ETC. Okay. Well, oh. Hello, Miss Air Florida. We'll go ahead and push back for a lift. Push back here and the service it. Oh, jetway. Okay, left. Alright, so let's see here. Winds are 270 at 12. Let me look at the chart for Madrid real quick. I'll figure out which runway. Let's go ahead and put squawk 2200.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Hello. 122.8. Unicom. Oh, and let's start 8 cars.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you aboard Iberia Flight 6253 with non-stop service to New York. Our flying time today will be approximately 8 hours and 15 minutes. Once you find your seat, please move out of the aisle and into your row to allow other passengers to find their seats. Personal items can be stowed under the seat in front of you, but larger items must be stowed in the overhead bins.
Departure check completed.
We thank you for your
Bypass bin inserted.
and we will be on our way
Release
shortly.
parking brakes.
Flight attendants
Commencing push.
for departure.
All engines clear.
Ladies and
Start at will.
gentlemen, welcome aboard. My name is Susan and I'll be your purser today. On behalf of Iberia and One World, we'd like to thank you for choosing us today. We'd like to ask for your undivided attention to the following safety video and screen in the seat back in front of you.
I don't know if we can start 2 engines at a time, but I'm just going to do 1. left. We'll go down to 3-2 left. 3-2 right. How about that? Yeah, 3-2 right. Looks good. Let's go engine 2. Yeah, so we'll hook out right and taxi down this runway right here.
Set parking brakes.
Okay, and
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
shut down EPU. Strobe to auto.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Taxi light on. Madrid traffic, Iberia 6253 heavy is taxiing to runway 32 right. He's landing 3-2 right, ILS, so we'll hold short of the ILS critical. 737. It's not 730. Is it 737? '24, thank you so very much for the host, much appreciated. I gotta get alerts set up still on this computer, so I'll probably do that while we're in flight. So hopefully we'll have Twitch alerts and Twitch chat up and running on our approach into New York. Got about a 7-hour and 54-minute flight, so not really too bad. I'll be cruising at flight level 370 for today. I'll be going up to the coast of France and hitting Atlantic track over there. And we'll be coming out over Boston. Actually Gander, but I think we're going to be coming down along the east coast there, so. I don't see that. Oh, there he is. I see him now. Okay. I don't know if there's an aisle. Let's hold short. If there is, I don't see it. I see you, buddy. Don't worry. Who do you think I am, buddy? Don't worry, I'm not gonna line up. Yeah, I see an aisle. Let's hold. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. So we're good for now. We're gonna hold back. Yeah, we'll give it 30. Like 50 feet. Yeah, we'll let them know we're holding short. Madrid traffic, Iberia 6253 heavy is holding short, runway 32 right. He said, okay, good. I just ran the 1 and 4 engines. We could have waited for engine start on 2 and 3. To be honest. Well, we should have plenty of fuel anyway. This thing's even got freaking fuel tanks in the horizontal stabilizer, for Christ's sakes. Alright. How far is he out? Oh, he's another Air... Is that an Air Florida again? 737? I think it is, yeah. With no landing gear for some reason. I don't know why it's taking my my Captain Sim 737-100. There's a model for that, but okay. Come on, buddy, we're waiting for you. Let's see. I think that's the last one coming in. I don't think there's anything else. You know, I've never really seen air traffic control online for Spain. I don't think I have. Huh. Kinda looks funny with no landing gear. Alright, up to touchdown. Let's go and get set up strobes on, turn off on, land lights on, flap set to 2. There he goes. Vacate the runway. What direction are we taking off? Should we go northwest? Okay, northwest departure. I always like to say direction of flight instead of the RNAV, just because it's kind of more easier for people to figure out. All right, let's see. Start the turn. I don't know what simulator he's on, or if he has a default airport or what. It looks like he's getting off. Okay, he's clear of the runway. Let's go ahead and taxi into position. We'll just use 1 and 4 for now. Reset, throttle up, here we go. Whoa, a little bit touchy. Alright, we're up. You're up. I've only a 340 in a while. Let's go ahead. Vertical speeds at 217. $600 fine right now. Oh, can I pop up the end? Oh, there it is. Okay. There we are. There, and there. Okay. Just had to find the where exactly the throttle goes on speed hold. Alright. And we're away. No, we're good on those for now. Night lights off, nose light off. Why don't we turn off? So far, New York Center is online right now. I don't know about 7.5 hours from now, so we'll see on that. I don't think they got any. They got that little minor thing. That's on the 26th, so that's 3 days away. Okay. Oh, we'll see, won't we? Some beautiful mountains over here. FS Pilot 214, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? And yeah, long time no stream, really. Last time I streamed, I think, was the oh yeah, that was the A330 flight from Philly to Dublin. That's right. Yeah, it's been a while. New computer, new simulator, so we'll see how it goes. I'm on P3D V4 now, and I got a brand new computer, so hopefully the stream will be a lot better. So this is a flight for a virtual American. I did a couple flights in Europe for a little while. Did some with Finnair and Qatar, so. And now we're doing Iberia back to the good old United States, and we got a bunch of flights lined up there. I think we got a 737 flight out of JFK to back home to Charlotte, and then from Charlotte we'll do some more regional flights. So we'll do a couple CRJ 200, maybe a CRJ 900 here and there. So we'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached 10,000 feet.
Oh, thank you.
You may now use large
345
electronic devices such as laptops. Note that the seatbelt sign is still on, so you must remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we have reached cruising altitude and the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy our flight to New York.
Wanting to climb or no? What's it thinking? Yes, no, maybe? Okay, then I'll take it off and we'll just do it manually then. Alright. Yeah, we might do a couple of Dash 8s. We'll see. Unfortunately, they're off their virtual American schedules, so because American Airlines retired them, they replaced them with the ERJ 145s. So we might do some ERJ flights. I don't know. It's it's field there, so I'm kind of debating that. It really needs to be updated, but well. There's really no good ERJ 145 add-on, is there? It's kind of a shame, but yeah. So we'll do some more domestic flights after this. Let's see. I'm probably gonna break up this stream, to be honest. I probably won't stream the entire 7 hours, so we'll get up to cruising here. And we'll go ahead and end the stream after that, and I'll go ahead and start the stream just before descent into New York. So it'll probably be, let's see, we left at around 4 Eastern, so let me see here, 4, 6, 7, so I'll probably start stream at around 9 p.m. tonight Eastern. So, 9 or 10, somewhere around there. Hopefully New York is on, but I'm not crossing my fingers on that. Or holding my breath, I should say. Oh, does it want to go 345? Okay. We'll go 325 for now. It'll probably change, obviously, once we get up to past 26,000 feet. When am I flying with you? Once I get more schedules in. I tried to access the website, but I couldn't. I couldn't last night. I haven't tried it today. Let's see. I don't know if the A-Cars is working though. Yeah, took too long to respond. Air connection timed out. I can't load the website. Yeah, I saw the Discord. I didn't know if you got it back up or not. I knew it was down. I didn't know if you resolved it with the company or not. 24. But I did get a few schedules in right now, so I'll probably do. I'm still working on the hub-to-hub flights, so and we're passing 18,000 feet, so we can go ahead and pull standard. I'll go ahead and set these back. Yeah, I got the hub-to-hub flights done. Well, I No, I was working on St. Louis, that's right. So, St. Louis is first, and then I think I'm going Albuquerque next. And basically I'm just doing hub to hubs right now, so I got a few St. Louis flights in. So, anyway. And those are on the, actually, I forgot which category. Let me pull the chart real quick. Should be the large domestic and super domestic, I think. Of the aircraft categories. Let me double check for right now. Actually, no, medium domestic and large domestic, that's right. So 737, 700, and 800. Okay. Yeah, I'll get to it as soon as I can. I still got to install X-Plane 11 on this, so I still have to do that. So. I actually have some payware planes for X-Plane 11. I have the Avroliner that I plan on doing, and I think one of the E-Jets, I forget which one it is. I know there's two of them out there, I forget which one I have. But I still gotta figure out how X-Plane reads texture files. I don't think it'll be much different from P3D and FSX, but I don't know the X-Plane engine at all, so I'm a hell of a lot more familiar with the FSX and P3D engine more than I am with the X-Plane engine, so that's DDS. Okay. I'm hoping image tool that's within the P3D, it should still work. The image tool inside the P3D SDK, it should work for X-Plane, I'm not sure. All it is just a texture converter, but anyway. Hello. No, we're still over. Okay. Yeah, I have to play around with it. I gotta see what kind of. I don't know if it just has one variant, because I see CFM 56. I don't know if there's any other variants in there, like if they have different engines or something. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it when I get a chance. And let's go ahead and slow down our ascent right there, because we're nearing that warning zone. Yeah, you can. Yeah, go ahead and do that. I don't know if I don't think I downloaded it. Yeah, you can go ahead and send it. Let's do 500 for right now. It's gonna need some wiggle room to get up there with all that freaking fuel, because we have, let's see, 327.0. off here. Let's level off, build some more speed. I don't know what she's doing. Oh, we're in the warning zone now. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I got it. Go ahead. Save that. I still need to download the model though, but oh fuck, I have to log in. Up in the ass. Okay, that's the wrong information. Here we go. Oh god, that's 3 downloads. Uh-oh. Damn it, now I have 7 downloads left out of 2 weeks. Damn. Oh, nice. About an hour and a half flight on a CRJ 700. Just a little short hop over South Carolina. Oh, there's another person online. Who is? Oh, he's in a 787 going from RKSI to DFW. Oh, that's Seoul, South Korea. That's a long fucking flight. Shit. Alright, let's go ahead and climb a bit more. We'll set it back down to 500 for now. Rusty Trump, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? And yes, I am. Although I haven't done a flight with the schedules from Project Fly yet, however. Oh, someone's online. Who is it? ATC. Let me check. I don't know if we're inside their jurisdiction. I think we're actually going to be going right over their jurisdiction, so yeah, we're going to be skimming the top of it, so we're not going to be bothering them, I don't think. Let me see. Yeah, we're cutting it northeast, so yep, we're not going to be bugging them. Oh well. And New York Center's offline. Okay. But yes, I do track majority of my flights on hello. Oh, okay. I do track the majority of my flights on Project Fly, so. We'll switch this up to Mach 0.86 for now. I'll go Mach 0.85 just to play it safe. I'm getting that sudden. What's the wind? Hang on. Tossing us around like crazy. It's not really showing anything over Spain right now. It could be just a weather engine. Rusty Trom, yeah. It works fine. The CPU I had before this was an i5. I forgot what it was at, but it's just such a significant improvement. Like, you know, on my old computer, I would never ever stream into to New York. Maybe Newark, but never. Well, actually, I did LaGuardia one time, so I can't say that. But I never stream into JFK. And LAX I just completely avoid, but and I just had the default scenery, and it was still horrible. But with this, I have payware add-on for JFK, and it runs beautifully. So I really don't have any complaints. So as far as between i9 and i7, I never had an i7, so I honestly don't really know. I can tell you though, from an i9, it runs beautifully. So. Probably the thing I'm gonna upgrade first. I just got this computer in December, but probably the first thing I'm gonna upgrade that I'm looking at is probably the RAM. So. Anywho. I could try a 24, I could try. I think I got it. I want to try to do a flight from my hub, which is Albuquerque, so I'll probably do a flight from Albuquerque to St. Louis. So, probably be a 737. Has a 12 core, it's actually an 8 core, has 16 logical processors. Yes sir, I'm flying on VATSIM right now, so if any controllers pop on, we'll go in and chat with them. We have Lisbon Control online right now, but we're going to be flying north of them. We're not going to be touching them at all, so they're kind of to themselves. Oh, you're an SFO. As for a hub, or are you doing a flight right now, 24? Oh, okay. Oh, hey, do a short hop to Albuquerque. Yeah, we could do it from Albuquerque to St. Louis. Oh, Albuquerque Center. Speaking of Albuquerque, they're online right now. They're closing at 23:45. Huh. Ugh. That's kind of weird. You don't really see that. The center's kind of putting their closing times on there. That's actually pretty neat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached our cruising altitude, and the seatbelt sign has been turned off. You are free to get up, move around, and use the lavatory. The flight attendants will be coming through the aisle with complimentary soft drinks, juice, coffee, and a meal.
Probably be a 2-hour flight. Maybe 2.5. I think I kind of wagered 2 though. Well, probably traffic and FSO will probably make it more like 2.5, maybe 3. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, this website won't even load at all. It just says error connection timeout, so I don't know if that's still the correct link, the one I've been using, but yeah, no, I couldn't even download the CSV file for the schedules just because it's so fucking big. And some of those schedules on there just really need, a lot of them need fixing, especially the regionals. Main lines, there are charters in there that are just kind of one-time things that really shouldn't be in there, but there was a fucking CRJ 200 flight with Delta Airlines, not Delta Connection, Delta Airlines, and it was from Guam to Okinawa on a CRJ 200. Yeah, I don't fucking know about that. Just some of those schedules were just real fucky. Yeah, 30,000 routes. Well, when you put in Southwest, when you put in American, and you put in, there we go. Yeah, when there's no, there wasn't United. There was Southwest, Delta, and American schedules in there. That tends to happen. So, a lot of fucking schedules. I have not tried to load the admin site. I just tried to go on the basic site, the crew site. I haven't tried the admin. I forgot what the admin is. I mean, what would honestly probably be easier, because when I add flights I have to go into each individual flight and edit it a certain way. So it'd probably be easier if I just had like a master CSV file and did it that way. But the thing is, I can't download a master CSV file because there's so many schedules on there. So I don't know. I mean, they're good to have in for filler right now because we don't have any fictional schedules in right now, but I don't know. I mean, that's how I see them as filler, but I mean, I got the CSV file, but it's just blank, but I need something in there just to kind of, for like an example, just to see how it's all formatted and such. So, and this wind is just absolutely tossing me around right now. Jeez Lou. Those are the Rolls Royce, right? I think the 600 is a Rolls Royce. Should say it in the engine. Science Auto. Merry Christmas. Open that. Let me see what it's like. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, so that's comments. Okay. Alright, I'm seeing how it is. Alright. And I'm putting on there local time. I hope that's alright. I'm not putting Zulu. Zulu time's just kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. It's just kind of easier for me, just kind of playing out schedules, just to put the local time instead. So, don't mess with the call signs too much. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just gonna mess with the fictional schedule, so okay. Cool. Alright, but yeah, with this I know exactly what I don't know what expected is. I don't know what the hell that is. Just not any of those. Okay. I'll figure it out, I'll play around with it a little bit. But yeah, I'm still doing the St. Louis. I got Denver to St. Louis done. I think I got Albuquerque to St. Louis done. I think I have Reno or something like that, but yeah. I always use the time to set up my flight simulator just because I mean, that's what I always do. I don't go off of real time because I I work the night shift, so a lot of my flights are during the night time. I work the night shift, but I'm up at like what, fucking. Well, I woke up at 2 in the afternoon, but that's because I went to bed early. But if I did most of my flights off of the time I had on my computer, it'd all be during the fucking night, and that's just kind of boring. So I always like to go off what the ACARS tells me. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll go ahead and try to get the schedules in, because that's my main focus right now, is the fictional schedules. So the libraries are a priority for me too, but it's just, I don't know, I guess it's not as pressing as the schedules are. Because right now, kind of my order on knocking out the schedules is, okay, we'll get the hub-to-hub schedules done, and then after the hub to hub, we'll do from hub to major airports, and then from hub to major airports, and that's pretty much going to be, for the most part, you know, mainline. There'll be some express aircraft in there, some express categories, maybe some regionals, or even some commuter categories in there, and then from there we'll do from hub to small airports. So. Yeah. Oh. Are we over the ocean now? No. Okay. I was a little excited there. Damn. I'll wait till we're off the coast and then I'll go ahead and end the stream. Well, I don't like to do that though. This is pre-made schedules, and even then I've gone through them and they don't really check them. So, but I'm talking about the fictional schedules, stuff that we make up. You know, it's something that will make us different from other virtual airlines. That's what I'm getting at. Because, you know, it's not like another carbon copy American Airlines or Delta Airlines or United Airlines. You know, they follow the same schedules. The only thing that's different is the staff, or how they run the VA also. But you know, fictional schedules is something that will really make us stand out. So. Yeah, that virtual airline schedule, they don't check that shit. That kind of pisses me off because you pay for those schedules too. I just kind of find it a little bullshit, but oh well. Like none of the express schedules are labeled correctly, so they all have the mainline call sign on them, or the mainline flight number, I should say. They never have the express. They never clarify which operator it is, so I have to go through. I mean, it's nice that they give every single registration, but then I have to go through every single registration and find out who the hell owns it. Because Delta Airlines doesn't own the CRJ700. The CRJ700 is either owned by SkyWest, Endeavor, or someone else, AC, or, you know, it's not owned by Delta Airlines. It's operated for Delta Airlines, but it's not wholly owned by Delta. Just stuff like that just kind of ticks me off. Like when I see a VA just have that, it just makes it seem lazy of the VA. Just, I don't know. Anyway, like one fictional VA, there was and I heard a lot of good things about it. I'm not going to name it, but I heard a lot of great things about it. You know, it was a very prominent VA, and when I joined it, there were absolutely no schedules for it. Like the people who created the VA never created any fucking schedules for it, and that kind of shocked me. I was like, you think you create schedules? Like, I don't know. It's just like they kind of had the mentality of we're not going to go through the effort of making any schedules. You fly whatever the fuck you want to fly, which is, you know, it's nice to give that pilot that freedom, but at the same time, it makes you look lazy, you know. I mean, they had, like, you know, previous pods have flown these routes, so these are suggested, but it's like, I don't know, it's so fucking stupid. And some VAs, you know, they have the, use your call sign as a flight number. I don't mind that as much, but then you get into the problem of there, like, being, like, 5 or 6 American 1 flights. It's just gets kind of ridiculous on that end, but I don't know. I don't know. I've been part of a lot of VAs. Still part of, well, I'm part of 3 right now, but I've been part of a lot more, and I've seen good practices and bad practices from VAs, and I tried to make the best out of it. So anyway, There was this one virtual airline, Pan Am Virtual. Oh my God, was it horrendous? It was face value. It wasn't bad, but just once you got into it, it was like, what the fuck? I did a flight from Syracuse to Chicago O'Hare, and with Pan Am, and it was on a 727. So, you know, I kind of did Pan Am just because, you know, it's a retro airline. There's a lot of old airplanes you could fly, stuff like that. So, you know, the appeal to join Pan Am Virtual was there. So I did the flight from Syracuse to Chicago. And when I got there, you think there would be a lot of flights out of Chicago. But no. No. There were probably 10 times more flights out of Syracuse than there was out of Chicago, which, to be honest, is kind of sad. There was only one flight out of Chicago, and it was an Airbus A340 from Chicago to Orlando. And I didn't mind that, but it was just, that was the only fucking flight there was out of Chicago, and only on that certain plane. And that irritated me. And the reason why they have that is they have that whole fleet tracker thing. I know some VAs do this where they track fleets, which I don't mind, but I mind it when you restrict what routes I can fly. That's when I mind it. And I know a lot of, they're not a lot of them, but a number of VAs do that, and that just kind of, that irritates me for some reason, because it's like, well, I really want to fly this route because I've never flown it before, but I can't because that airplane to do that route is not at this airport, so I have to do some other route that I've done like 5 times. You know, it's just stupid. I don't know. Maybe some people like that realism, like, you know, in real life you can't do that flight until that plane is physically there, which, you know, I get that, but then again, it, you know, that's the great thing about virtual. That's the great thing about it, you know, being simulators, that you don't have to fucking deal with that bullshit. You know? But anyway, oh boy. But yeah, there was another VA that I was a part of, and I'm just kind of telling stories right now, but hopefully people don't mind. I was part of another VA, and they kind of did a bullshit thing. This really fucking irritated the the hell out of me. They were updating schedules. And, you know, me, I like to fly domestic. You know, every now and then I'll do, like what I'm doing right now, I'll do international. But most of the time I'll do domestics. A lot of the times I'll do regionals. And what they did for 2 months was they pulled their express flights out of the system. So it was only mainline flights that were available. And I think they pulled their partners out of there, so like Air Canada and stuff like that. So it was only domestic on there. Domestic and international, so mainline. Which really irritated me, because there was no warning to this at all. They just pulled it right out of the freaking blue. And I did a flight, my last flight was from Denver to Laramie, Wyoming, on a CRJ 200. And that's the only flight in and out of there, out of Laramie. So when they pulled that, they left it down for 2 months, and they kind of had the excuse of, well, we're trying to figure it out, you know, just because it's SkyWest, you know, it could be operating for American or Delta, you know, it's not always United. But I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, well, if you know you had to sort through the schedules, why didn't you sort it out? You know, leave the old schedules in there, sort it out with the new ones, and then when you're ready to change it out, take the old ones out and then put the new ones in. Or, you know, it's just, I don't know. But they left the schedules down for 2 months, and the only way I could do a flight to stay active with that airline, because I needed to do 1 flight per month, was to do a jump seat, and that costed me points. So that just pissed me off. But anyway, it's just shitty practices I've seen virtual airlines do in the past. I'm gonna aim to avoid with this VA. So anyway. And there we are. We're finally off the coast of Spain. Alla freaking Luya. Or I should say, is it Spain or Portugal? Spain, okay. Beautiful. But yeah, at this moment I'm part of 3 VAs right now. So this one right here is for Virtual American, which I've been part of since April 8th, 2016. So this is my I guess the longest membership VA there is. So, and I'm back with Delta Virtual, believe it or not. And we're speeding a little bit. It was tossing me around. Delta Virtual, I don't know if some of you remember that. I freaking did I was surprised my page was still on there well, it was inactive, but I was surprised my profile was still up, so all I had to do was a flight and it was reactivated. So yeah, if you don't remember, I was part of a Delta Virtual a while ago. I'm trying to pull up my flight to see the last time I did a flight. So I did a flight from Omaha to Salt Lake. My last flight was from Minneapolis to Omaha. I was on CRJ 200. I don't remember if I streamed that or not. That was back on January 6, 2018. So I finally did a flight from Omaha to Salt Lake on a 717. I did that a little while ago on January 5th, 2019. So it's been almost a year since I've flown with that VA. So surprisingly, I'm still a part of it. But kind of that whole year, it was oh yes, I know. Speed brakes. I'll go and bring speed down to 0.84 if it's going to keep doing this to me. So. But yeah, I was away from that VA. They were having some flight or just Delta Virtual. No, it was just Delta Virtual. So yeah, that VA kind of went through some trauma back then. So, and there's supposed to be a VA that was gonna branch off of it. Well, not branch off of it, but go on its own from it. A lot of staff members quit because of the drama that went down on there. And then there was another Delta Virtual that was birthed from that. So yeah, it's it was kind of a shit show. So with the main VA, it's back up and running. It's still there, so I'm still a part of it. They shut down their Discord though. The reason because of it was because it allowed for all that drama to spew. So yeah, it was a little interesting, but anyway. So I'm still part of that. Virtual United, don't know if you guys remember that one, but that I'm no longer a part of Virtual United. Virtual Northwest, I'm no longer a part of. I think I got kicked from both of those due to inactivity. I was part of 4 Virtual Airlines all at once, so it was kind of a pain in the ass to keep up with all of them. So. Yeah, it was just yeah. He's still running Delta Virtual right now, Jay. So yeah. So I'm still doing flights with them. In fact, my latest flight was from Salt Lake to Detroit. Actually, yeah, Salt Lake to Detroit on a 737-900, I believe. And I got a flight from Detroit to Albany, so. Yeah. Well, Virtual American needs update. I mean, their schedules are updated, but there's only 2 staff of Virtual American. Yeah, I'm a little worried for the VA, I'm not gonna lie. But this is the one I've been a part with the most, but I mean, they just need to update. Like, they still need to update their live tracking page because the Google Maps is out of date. They need to fix that. I can't, the map for the flight information, like where you've been, it plots like all your destinations to where you flew to. That doesn't work on the VAs, on the pilot center anymore, so yeah, I kind of worry for them a bit. I really hope they don't shut down, but they have American Airlines schedules, both mainline and express, and they got all the oneworld partners with them. So you got Air Nostra, American Airlines, BA, City Flyer, British Airways, Cathay Pacific, Copam Aviation, which I think is underneath Qantas, Compass Airlines, Eastern Australia, Envoy Air, ExpressJet, Finnair, Iberia, Iberia Express, Jetstar Airways, all the fucking LATAMs. I'm not going to go through all of them. Malaysia Airlines, Mesa, Nordic Regional Airlines, Open Skies, Piedmont Airlines, PSA, Qantas, Qatar Airways, Republic Airlines, Royal Jordanian, S7 Airlines, SkyWest Airlines, Sri Lankan Airlines, Sunstate Airlines, and Transstate Airlines. So Southwest VA. I applied for one Southwest virtual airline, but I never got accepted. So I don't know, kind of shrugged it off. I don't know if that VA was just inactive or what the deal was. I've heard of Join AVA, but I think they follow suit to where you use, yeah. I think they're the ones that have you use your pilot ID as your call sign when flying, and I'm sorry, I can't get down with that. I just can't. I'm sorry, I can't do that shit. That I don't know why that irks me, but oh, that's kind of another thing too. I mean, I don't mind it if it's VATSIM only because I fly on VATSIM, but I just don't like it when virtual airlines just place so much fucking restrictions on you like that. It's just, like with the whole route thing, I just can't get with that. Just can't get with that. Virtual American, it says for you to do a flight once per month, but you can actually get away with it for not flying for 2 months. Because if you don't fly for an entire calendar month, after the 30 days, it'll send you an email saying if you don't fly at the end of the month, it will boot you. So you kind of have 2 months on there, which is actually pretty nice. Anyway, I've stretched that a number of times, unfortunately, but I mean, there are just times where you just can't meet that minimum requirement, and it's just a pain in the ass to go through the channels and fill out like a leave of absence or some shit. It's just, I don't know. Because there are just times where you just you can't get to it every month, so it's just kind of the way how it goes. Like anyway. Yeah, Southwest flights I do with Delta Virtual. They have Frontier. I don't do American flights with Delta Virtual though, just because I have Virtual American with that. I think Delta Virtual is UPS flights. I know they have Frontier. I forget what else I have. I'm trying to think. But yeah, I mean, I'm part of another VA too. I think I'm still active in there. I can't remember, because I did a 717 flight with them. I think it's Mountain Air. I think it's a fictitious VA, so I like fictional VAs just because there's a lot more creativity in them. You won't find them anywhere else, but they don't have a they don't have it to where you can file your flight, like your PIREP, through the ACAR system. You have to do it manually, which is kind of tedious because you have to fill in all that information after the flight. I don't mind doing it, but it's just kind of a inconvenience per se. But I think I'm still part of that VA. So anyway, it's not a bad virtual airline. They need to get some. I think they were the library, the guy in charge of the libraries at the virtual airline. He's working on the 717 right now. So. Yeah, I mean, the VA that, yeah, our VA, that's, I have a number of plans for that. As far as libraries and special libraries and, just integrating charter flights and whatnot, that's, yeah, just a lot of things to come of that, so, let me get the night lighting on. There we go. Sun is starting to set. So, let's go ahead, let's see where we're at. We are an hour and 18 minutes into the flight. We got about 6 hours, 57 minutes, so close to 7 hours left. And let's see, we are about 370 nautical miles away from Madrid. We got about 2,765 nautical miles to JFK, so it's gonna be a while. I was gonna reach out. I'm gonna try to do custom libraries. Yeah, so the special libraries. I mean, that's just, it's gonna get interesting. I'll just say that, but there'll be a number of special libraries out. Don't you worry. I'm just trying to get the main ones out right now. Just the basics, but most likely the special libraries will be on mainline aircraft, a few heavies here and there, maybe some express, I don't know, but for the most part it will be mainline that will have the special libraries. But I do have a number of ideas, so first stream is what he wants. Okay. Yeah, I'll do custom libraries. Again, I kind of want to get all the basic ones out of the way first, and then work on the custom library ones. So, but they will have their own registration. I think we're up to 300 registrations right now that I got recorded. 300. Let me check. Aircraft registration roster. 138, I know that changed because I added the 787s. 146, so 146 registrations. Actually, hang on. I lie again. 152, that's right, because I added the Avro RJs to the list. So 152. Actually, that's not, I said 300? No. Yeah, it's actually really good. 152. 152 out of 9er. So that's actually really good. So we got a whole bunch of room, and that's with, I mean, we have a lot of developers. Virtual Call, Project Airbus, BlackBox, Aerosoft, FS Painter for the A350, TFDI, Quality Wings, Captain Sim, Fielder Wilco, which I'm still debating just because they don't provide They don't provide a paint kit at all, but Eagle Rotorcraft Simulation. I still have to look into that one. They provide a freeware 737 Classic Series, 737 300 winglets, 400, 500, and 500 winglets for FSX and P3D. So I don't know if they use the old SGA model or what, but I still have to look into that. PMDG, of course, 737s and 747s. I got the 777s lined up, but I still gotta figure that out. 757s. I was gonna take Quality Wings off of there, but since they talked, I've heard rumors that they're gonna be reviving their 757s, so we'll see. And of course, I got Captain Sim on there. 767 Level D, I'm still debating on that one because that's no longer being updated anymore. They said that P3D V3 was the final one, so we'll see. I got VMAX and Flight Factor for the 777. Quality Wings. Yeah, 787. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else. Majestic. I still got to check with them. I don't know if I need to. I don't know if I need to purchase P3D V4 if that's separate from P3D V3 or not. I have a feeling it will be. Sky Simulations, the DC-9, and we'll see about the MD-11. The ERJ. And Fly the Mad Dog X, that's the other one, for the MD-82. And I gotta get the MD-83 and MD-88 from them, so. Also with Virtual, the E-Jets, the E-170, 175, 190, 195. That's the same with Fielder Wilco. The ERJs, 135, 145, and 145XR. Hopefully, because I've been checking up with Virtual Call, and they're still in development of their Airbus A320, the A320 series, so the 100 and 300. They said the estimated release is February of 2019. I don't think I really updated or was saying anything new about this because it's been so long since I streamed. The Beechcraft 9 Alpha Airliner is planned to come out this month, actually. Actually, kind of running out of time to release it, but yeah, the Airbus A320 is planned to come out next month, so I am really looking forward to that. But what interests me the most is their projects. So they kind of changed their projects a little bit. I think the last time I mentioned this, I said they were working on their Embraer 110 and 120, the turboprops. But now they got they replaced them. They don't have them up there anymore. Instead, what they have is the E-Jets regional jets pack for FSX and P3D. And then right below that, they have the E-Jets E2 regional jets pack for FSX and P3D. So they'll be the first ones to work on the E-Jets E2 for FSX and P3D, which would be awesome. And the E-Jets regional jets pack is a little bit, I don't know what they're doing with that. So I don't know if that's going to be the ERJs, like the 135, 140, 145, and 145XR. I don't know if they're talking about that. Or they're talking about updating their E-Jets, the 170, 175, 190, and 195, because that's a fairly old product. You look at that, but yeah, their Dash 8 series version 2 is still planned. I don't know if they might drop that in the middle of nowhere, like they did with the Saab 340 or the Saab V2, I should say. Their Saab V2 just kind of dropped in the middle of nowhere in March last year. So it wasn't in the development page at all. It just kind of dropped into the store out of nowhere, which was a kind of nice surprise. So, man, it was such an improvement though from the Saab regional pack from V1 to V2. It was just such a jump. So I'm really excited for the Dash 8 series version 2. So, an updated Dash 8 Q200. I'm really looking forward to that. So, oh boy, because it's getting dated. So, it's still a joy to fly though, but it's getting old, no doubt about that. As far as updates though, because they released an update for the Dash 8s for P3D V4, and I was shocked. Virtual Call shocked me. they actually separate textures from their night textures and the logo light. So instead of the logo light and the night textures being synced up to each other, it's actually separate now, which genuinely shocked me. I was really shocked to find that out. But they're taking advantage of the whole night lighting that P3D V4 offers, so I'm really happy about that. I mean, just seeing Virtual Call when I first bought their Dash 8 series way back then to now it's incredible, just the things that they've improved on. Just all the features they're adding to their planes and whatnot. You know, it's crazy. But something else that got lined up too is the Fokker Jet series. That one I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, I really that's going to be a lot of fun to fly. The British Aerospace ATP and the Sukhoi Superjet 100. So yeah. I'm a little worried for them though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little worried for their Airbus A320 series because I'm a little skeptical because they never tackled this type of aircraft before, where it has the panels, the avionics like a 737 MAX. You know, like a 787. They never tackled that before. So it's either gonna be good or it's gonna be really fucking bad. I'm hoping for good, and I hope they prove me wrong. But oh boy. I'm really hoping they hit it out of the ballpark, because they've been in development for the Airbus A220 for a long time. They've been in development alongside the CRJ regional pack when they were still working on that. So they've been in development for that for a long time. But I'm really hoping they pull through, and I'm really hoping they prove me wrong and me being worried for them. But anyway. So they've kind of shared some external pictures, which honestly they look pretty good. Obviously they're not, high quality like Quality Wings or PMDG, of course. It's Virtual Call, but I mean it's not bad. I like to see they just have the basic white livery there. They don't have any. They don't have like Delta Airlines or anything like that on there, so it'd be nice to see it with some airline paint on it just to kind of see how it looks. But anyway, nonetheless, I'm still excited to see how it is. I really hope it's good. I really hope they do a good job on it. But yeah, so we'll see. They have yet to release any cockpit pictures, so they usually do that when they release a product. But anyhow. So, that's kind of all the news I have. I know it's been a while since I last streamed. I apologize. It was kind of the whole me upgrading computers and simulators and all that. So, anyway. And that was kind of... I ordered the new computer in... I think it was November... No, it was October. Yeah, it was October. I ordered the computer in October. And I got it in December, so... Anyway, in P3D V4, it's just I got in December, yeah, but it was just trying to get everything situated, and now I'm pretty confident at the point where the simulator is right now. Actually, there's I need to fix Charlotte, because Charlotte crashes when I load into Charlotte for some reason. So I still have to get my my payware add-on for FS Dream Team Charlotte's installed in here. So that I still have to do, but. There are just a number of airports that I don't have installed. I do have, you'll see once I start the stream later tonight, when we arrive into JFK, that I do have Drzewecki, JFK. I hope I didn't butcher that name, by the way. Drzewecki, JFK, LaGuardia, and Teterboro. So, but we'll just be focusing on JFK for today. We might fly to LaGuardia a bit more. I kind of tend to stay away from those airports just because it gets so darn busy there, but that might change now, because before I used to avoid there just because the FPS and just live streaming in there would just take such a hit on my computer to the point where it would lag to where it was enjoyable, but now it's it's enjoyable now. So anyway, but yeah, there are some airports that no longer have payware scenery for. I think Kansas City, I think that's still updated. I think Omaha's out, so my Omaha payware doesn't work anymore. Buffalo doesn't work anymore. That was Fly Tampa's. I think that was actually still stuck in V2, but it still worked for V3. But now it's stuck back in V2, so it sure as hell ain't gonna work in V4. I don't have Fly Tampa Boston. I don't have any plans to get that. I'm trying to think of more scenery I have. I really didn't have a whole lot. I know I had Dulles, so I'll probably get that for V4. I'm trying to think what else I had. I think that's really it. Oh, I had Minneapolis. That's all. That's right. I had Minneapolis too. So I gotta get Minneapolis installed too. Hopefully they're not separate products. I'm praying they're not. So, anywho. But yeah, that's kind of just what's new with me. So, updated simulator, updated computer, and some new add-ons, and unfortunately some old add-ons that won't work anymore. So, anyway, we got 6 hours and 44 minutes left. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of end the stream for now. So, go ahead and end the sunset. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. The flight's still going to stay on though, so you can go ahead if you want to. You can go to actually 3 places. Oh, that's right. It goes there because there's no tower around us. So we're well off the coast right now. You can go one of 3 places. You can go to Virtual American, which is virtualamerican.org. And you can go to the operations and live flights page, and you can track the flight there. You can go to, of course, VATSIM or VATSPY, any program that tracks VATSIM flights, and you can see the IBEria6253. You can track that on there. Or you can go to, if you have Project Fly, you can track it on Project Fly. We are live on Project Fly right now. So. And something that irritates me is that it doesn't actually show the correct airplane icon for an A340. Ouch. Okay. And it should. Anyway. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, anyway, again, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream for now. And I'll start it back up just before we descend into New York. If we get ATC online into New York, I'll go ahead and start it before we contact them. That way you folks can listen in. So, but other than that, thank you so much for watching. Tune back in at let's see, I said 6 hours. 6 hours from now. Yes, we'll be arriving in 6 hours and 42 minutes. So probably, I'd say around 10, maybe 11 Eastern. So, but there'll be a notification that will go out. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.